Hello everyone. Hello. Day 3 SQL Injection DevTown cyber security. Let me check internet connection and all the things. Okay, just a minute. Started, yeah, started. Okay. So in DevTown will provide you the notes in the WhatsApp group. So I have made the notes. So I was searching about the thing. So I found these three links. Like these are important. Now today we will be a real word exploit. It's a famous one. We will T11090. Copy. We will learn about it. Good evening. Everything should be nice and ready. Okay. So exploit public facing application. Advisory may attempt. Let me check for this transaction. So search about it. I will simply shift to one CV. Yeah. CV 2016 662, a live example how the attack happened. Yeah, everything is nice. Okay, so it's a live thing that happened. Let me check. Is everyone is able to listen me and yeah, I have shared with the DevTown. They will be sharing with you soon. Like I've shared their notes, which I am showing today. Like these notes were shared. They will be sharing that. Okay. Hello Vignesh, Dextro, Jay, Vinit, Shama, Aditi. Yeah. Okay. So CVE 2016, it happened, and 662 with the details. So CV recalls is not prioritized for the NVD enrichment effort due to resource limit. So Oracle MySQL through was the version 5.5, 5.6 X through 5.633 and the 5.7x through 5 this in MariaDB. It's an also a database system like MySQL and this is also a database MariaDB. This versions before this persona server before these are the allow local user to create arbitrary configuration and bypass certain protection mechanism by setting general log files to my config configuration. So that was a famous CVE that happened. So that's a whole lot of detail you can search about it. That how this configuration happened, how they were doing it. So we can also see that like this. So this is the whole procedure how it's done. You can search about it. Agar you are working with some tools and you found out there is a MySQL version is 5.2, 5.3, then you can easily do that thing. Okay. Shishti, project are given at last day. Okay. Okay. Yes, nice. Okay. So that's the general procedure. How you mitigate through all that things like MITL से अभी आप काफी जगहों पे जा सकते हो like there is a proper ईरान में भी ये हुआ था मेरे ख्याल से Iran based threat actor exploited VPN vulnerabilities. So they all that also have some sort of SQL injection was used here also. So ये देखो ना they told users and maps to identify open port. Once the open ports are identified, then threat actor exploited CV related to the VPN infrastructure to gain the initial access to the target networks. CISA and FBI also manipulated that CV. Then that was the CV number. So these are all the details you can dig down deeper if you want. Generally, when I am facing some real world I capture the flags event, then I see saw these things. Okay, that's a whole lot of directory. Yes, I understand will do this. Eight more. Okay. So voice is not. Is it real? In reality, voice is not clear. I am able to hear clearly my voice. It's clear, yeah. Clear. Yeah, it's clear. Okay. Now let back to the SQL injection fundamentals. Now we will start the real SQL injection, how it's done. I will try to connect to this host. Okay. Now let's start our thing. Now that we have gained an idea of how MySQL and SQL queries work, let's now we got some idea. So use of SQL in web applications. First, let us see how a web application uses databases MySQL. In this case, to store and retrieve data, once a database is installed and set up on the backend server and is up and running, the web application can start utilizing it to store and retrieve data. So देखिए अगर if and only if the database is installed and set up at the backend servers and is up, it means it's active and running, the web application can start utilizing it to store and retrieve the data. For example, with PHP web application, PHP is a backend language. We can connect to our database and start using MySQL database through MySQL syntax and write with PHP as follows. This is a way how to start the database, how to connect with the PHP and database. These query will output will be stored in the results, and we can see it on page or use it in another way. The below is the PHP code will return all the queries in new lines. So they will all the queries that are possible will be shown in this. Web applications also usually users input when retrieving the data. For example, when a user uses the search function to search the other user, the search input is passed on the web application, which causes input to search within the database. So, जो search input में जाता है, like this is the search input, this is the PHP thing, and here our command goes. They like find user, so it will be finding the users. If we use user input within SQL query, if not securely coded, it may cause a variety of issues. Now see, I use something on search query, and here I am directly using it in a PHP, and from here it's directly going to the backend server. So that's why I was able to run this thing. Okay. So यहाँ पर search input field आ जाएगी ना directly. Now the commas will break and it will be search about it. So it's an injection attacks. In the above example, if we accept our input and pass it directly to the SQL query without a sanitization, it are causing the issues. Okay. I am chameleon, and what is the meaning of any doubt, guys? Ask DevTown admins for about it. Okay, Ashok. Any doubt? Project will be given on 5th day. Okay. PHP is a language. I don't know. They will know, Ashok. Okay. If we input admin, it becomes percentage admin. Now we will see. Ye is an input symbol like and. So everything from here entered anything, it will be go directly to the here. So it will become, if I have tempered admin, it will become percentage admin. In this case, if we write an SQL code, it will just consider a search term. अगर हमने यहाँ पर if we used directly admin, so it is considered a search term, not any query, but a search term. For example, if we input show databases, it would be executed at percentage show databases. So it will be only a search term, like it will be give the username that is equal to show databases, not it will be execute something. But however, if there is no sanitization, in this case, we can add a single code like this, which will end the user input field and make it, we can write actual SQL code. For example, 1, comma, then end that command, like then this, then drop table user. The search input will be percentage this, drop table user. Now you are seeing that these commas are ended. Then there is a line and command, then it will be execute this command. Okay, I hope is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? Yes. Okay. So in the final search query, it will be like search, select all from logins where username is like a similar command, like it should be similar to this. Then the command will end, this line will be executed. Then after that, it will be drop the table user. Now this is what the SQL injection is. You are seeing it now. This was a in general, it should be ended here. but they didn't do any sanitization, so it was worked like this. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Almost. Samuel, it's good if you are getting some hang of it. Such Chitra. Any doubt, guys? Okay. Yeah, Mohan. SQL is a language, and SQL injection is also a different way of using that language. Okay. Yeah, I will repeat. Okay. If I want to search, like, go from here, I want to search Vikram. So I will enter here Vikram. Okay. It will be treated as percentage Vikram, then these two things. Now in this case, it will be run like select all from logins, like the database login, where username is like percentage Vikram. And instead of one, there is a Vikram. So if there is anything that is named as Vikram Jodh, Vikram Singh, Vikram Handa, Vikram anything, so I will get the result like Vikram. But instead of Vikram, I intentionally break that string by putting one comma, putting one uh, what we call this. I forgot, comma might be. Then I ended that line. Then after that, I entered a SQL query, drop table users. Now this will also will be executed. Okay, drop table users will be also executed, and then the table users will be executed. Now they are getting some sort of any doubt, guys? Code, yeah, single code. Can you repeat? Mohit Sankali, go use it. I'm not sure if it is my device, but yesterday was very audible. Today's lower volume. How to connect SQL with Python? Search on Google. You will get a Python code for it. On Hack the Box, there are many labs. You can check it out here there. Okay. Syntax error. The previous example of an SQL injection would return an error. Now the error क्यों आएगा यहाँ पर? This is only a comma left. Okay. So this will give error because this semi code, this code single code is covered here. Now it will be given error. Now what about this error? So near line one, this error will be there. This is because last failing character where we have single quote, this is not closed, which causes a SQL syntax error when executed. Like this, now there will be error. Like this one will be error string. Because after that there is only one command. In this case, we had only one trailing character as our input from the search query and was near the end of the SQL query. However, the user input goes in the middle of the SQL query and rest of the single quotes query comes after it. So again, repeat this line, like understand. Try to understand this line. Try to understand this line. You can read it again. If it's very important, you can pause the screen and see. Hello, Coffin. What OS? That is not possible here. I am audible here. Are we doing SQL or SQL injection? I don't see injection part. You can, yeah, understand in this way. You can use a stick to harm anyone or to burn it. It's the same stick. Similarly, it's the same SQL, but we are using in some different way. And that way of using that SQL is SQL injection. Or if I can't, I want repeat one thing again and again. Start from again about this lecture. Okay. In this case, we had only one trailing character because yeah, try to understand. यहाँ पर ही there should only be the end of the search query. But we injected something else which shouldn't be generally there, but we are able to do it because the programming language allows it. So we are able to add a drop table user thing here. Okay, you can comment out. Yeah, you can comment out that string. So there is no extra error. Type of SQL injection. There are three types of SQL injection: in band, bind, out of hand. Then we will understand these all. In simple case, the output of both intended and new query may be when you will go to that source. Now there are three types of things. So payload all things का भी link दे दिया. MIT is also there. OWASP top 10 का भी link है. So these are some valid resources where you can learn. Okay. Moses Fadil Masha, try to understand this thing. SQL injection is not some another language. It's only SQL, but we are using the way of using it. See, a end user like me, you like you, or anything like my uncle shouldn't be putting anything else. Like it should be only putting like okay. Okay, what should we you put here? What what should we put here? Just a guess. In general, we should put the email address. Okay, we should put the email address. But I am putting the email address, and then I will put one comma. Then I will write the SQL query like drop table. This obviously this one will be secured. They will be sanitizing some user output. It's a good website. They should be doing it. I hope. But this is the starting of the lecture. So this is starting of the SQL injection. Now this is also an SQL injection because we are putting the SQL queries where it shouldn't be. Okay, we are putting the SQL query where it shouldn't be where it shouldn't be. There is should be only email address there. But we are putting SQL query there. That's what the SQL injection is. Okay. Yeah, Chirag, yes. Attendance is not done, it will be done at later. Any doubt, guys? He is right. Yes, I have shared with them. They will share you. In meantime, they will be share you. Ankita, what doubt is there? Shama, what doubt is there? Thanks, Shreya. In simple cases, the output of both the intended and new queries may be printed directly or front end, and we can see directly read it. This is known as in-band SQL. Okay. कई बार क्या होता है, sometimes there is a possibility that things will be cleared, like in shopping cart we are able to see what we have put, like 2 is put, then 2 will be shown. That is called in-band SQL injection, and it has two types of base: union based and error based. So union based SQL injection, we may be specifically exact location, that is column, which we can read. So the output will be directly output will be printed there. As for error based SQL injection, it is used where we got the PHP and SQL error. So हो सकता है we are seeing that thing directly in our screen, or we'll be seeing some sort of error due to that thing. So we will intentionally cause the SQL error to see what is happening. Any doubt, guys? Okay, I am hiding that. In 10 minutes, the attendance link will be shared. Okay. In 10 minutes, the attendance link will be shared. Kushi void, what is the issue? There, sorry. Rutika, DevTown is providing some internship. I don't know it, but you can ask them to provide. They are providing some sort. Yeah, DevTown provides internship. If I'm not wrong, they provide. I think they have some sort of tools there. They do. I'm also not sure, but they do. I think you can ask them. They always have some things. Yeah, Anubhav, SQL injection is also some sort of a hacking. Okay, we will understand this all things. It will be not clear here. Subverting query logic. Now we will play with the logic. Okay. Now that we have seen a basic idea about how SQL statement works, let us get started with SQL injection. Yeah. Authentication bypass. Consider the following administration page. This is username, this is password. We can log in with administration credential like admin slash at the rate password. So executing query, select all from logins where username is admin and password is this. Login as user admin. This page will display the SQL query being executed. Understand? Oh, now we will see the what is, now we will understand what is happening around. Okay. Now we will do real SQL query. They were saying the term small term. I hope they are showing the SQL query they are using. So they're using this SQL query. Select all from login where username is Tom and password is this. Now we have to some sort anyhow bypass this thing. Like we have to bypass this thing. So Let's try something important. We will see this and an end. We will be putting one a single comma. It's single. Okay. Single comma 1 equals to 1 and then C. Okay. We have used plus. We got an error from MariaDB syntax where the corresponding MariaDB, this is the original error. Okay. Now we are playing with it. We will try to play with it. Uh, Now, see, we got some error due to this comma, I think. Okay. This comma was the error reason. Okay. We will retry it. Tom, a single comma. Okay. Single comma, one, single active, one. We are getting still the same thing. They're using, why I'm getting double comma here? When I'm putting a single comma. Let's see. Again, single comma. Okay, let's, they might be using some trick. We are getting the syntax error here. Name Tom and password is equals to one. Let's see. We see their logic. So, okay. SQLite discovery. Before we start subverting the web application logic, attempting to bypass the SQL authentication, we first have to test whether the login form is vulnerable to SQL injection. To do that, we will try one of the below payload after our username and see if it causes some error. Payload this, URL encoded this. So we will see that yeah, we were seeing a login failed. Now we can see the error. There was an error because of the resulting query was select all from logins where username equal to this and password equal to something slash this. Okay. As discussed in the previous code, we entered resulted in odd numbers of codes causing an syntax errors. One option would be comment out the rest of the query and write the remainder of that as a part of our injection. Okay. Or injection, or we should equal to error आ रहा था हमारे ठीक है. We will check it also. There should be, if I put Vikram, now we are getting this thing. Okay. Now everything is encoded in this. Now if we took admin, no, but Tom, and we put 1 equal to 1 and comma, then we will got a syntax error, right? Login failed. We got login failed. And what was the reason? Might be a double comma would be a reason. Then we will put again Tom, and instead of it, we will put 1 equal to single comma. Then we see what type of error we got. We got a syntax error because it was we don't put the one. It's a trial and error thing. One gap equal to 1 and put one thing. Let's see what type of error we got. It's 1 equal to. We got two commas here, not a double quote here. Okay. And at line 1, we got this. Okay, because they are quoting everything here. So we got this. And at line 1. Let's see again their theory, what they say. So it's they are putting same thing. We should put this comma here and put 1 equal to 1 and string 1. Okay, that's also good idea. Let's put it. Let's see the OR operator is working or not. If control shift C say we are not able to see it. Yeah. Uh, Now I'm able to see it. Let's see if it works. Now we will put. This is a general trick I use. This. Yeah, we got a login successful. Login successful as user admin. Click here to try again. But we got not got the flag they were asking. We are logging successfully as user admin, but we put Tom. Okay, let's see what they are saying. We are getting this response panel like we will be login user as admin. Now we are successfully able to log in admin. However, it is but we know it is a valid username. That's also a thing. How would we know this is a valid username? Any doubt, guys? I was doing a practical thing. Might be taking some time. That's how generally we do it. This is confusing because it is. SQL injection is not easy. We are trying to do it as much as possible. You can also try on Hack the Box. IRRF, please stop it. Now we will login failed again because user not admin doesn't exist. Which we will check it if the user not admin. Click here to try again. Let's again Tom and Control Shift C, and we will put it in the form of uh, text. Here we will put something else. Might be we will put random number. Now we will check if this user exists or not. We should get a login as successful as admin. We are still getting the login as admin because this is not executing at all. Always executing the Tom. Okay, let's see. Tom might be the admin. Okay, let's check if Tom is admin or not. Where was that thing? Let's check. Might be Tom. Might be admin. 1 2 12. We are always logging as admin. Anything that can be there, but we are always logging as admin. Let's see what the issue is there. This is considered not admin and false, true, true, false. Just so the successful login is once again when we will need an admin panel. So let's see. Check the cheat sheet of for the payloads needed. Okay. Uh, let's see. We were using this. Now we will be using here. Before we log in, we use here and we will put Tom here. Let's see if it works or not. Damn, we worked because it was bypassing this thing. It was okay. This was the flag which we need. Now we will. I will tell you what was happening in reality. Random thing, and here was a random thing. You will see the random and random doesn't log in failed. But if I put control, okay, I will edit this thing. Uh, Payload. This is a payload. Okay. Now check what happened here. When executing select all from logins where username equal to admin or 1 equal to 1 equal to 1, 1 equal to 1 equal to 1, or 1 equal to 1, 1 equal to 1, and password equal to nothing. Now what happened? Only this thing was worked, and we logged in as admin because this was never executed. We never needed because this situation was always true. Now we will see this within example here. This is false because okay, this is true. This situation was true. Admin was there. Okay, or this was true, and this thing was false. True and false. What is true and false? It's false. And there is an or operator there. Then true or false. It's true. So you got our answer true. Okay, that's how or operator have there. Any doubt, guys? Any doubt, guys? Okay, it's time for attendance. We have done a practical thing. Okay, we have done the practical thing. You can also go for it. Okay, I am sharing the attendance link, no problem. Just a second, I will be removing the screen. I am providing the notes. Okay, don't worry. मैंने DevTown को भेज दिया, they will give you. Today's date, see na? See if everyone is able to work this link out. I have sent the link. Check it's working or not. I will give the project name. Don't worry, I will give it. Notes will be shared. I have shared with them, they will be sharing with you. Saad Saeed, it will be shared. J- Now, anything you need to know, any reviews or anything else? I have done the practical, it was just easy. Sir, are you use Hack the Box? Yes, I use Hack the Box. Which link? Gavara attendance is shared. See on your screen. I use some sort of like I have shared the attendance on the screen. Isn't it visible to you guys? Any doubt, guys? I was just closing the lecture because I have done the SQL injection here. There is one student missing. I am remembering him. Shama, just wait. I will do it. Do it again, sir. Net bypassing. Nope, I can't do it again. Manish, third day, 2 days left. Okay, don't worry. Fifth day, it will be already told. Yes, I am from the field of cybersecurity. Obviously, it will be not coming in the other website. If SQL injection was so easy, who the hell would be using it? Obviously, just a starting of SQL injection. SQL injection is very, very tough. It's just a start. It will might be work on some basic noob websites. Okay, goodbye, guys. I am about to end the lecture. Yes, guys, attendance link is already sent. Are you? Sir, please explain about assignment of project. What I do. Bye. Okay, bye.